Hey YouTube, I'm back, I'm here, and I want to talk about something a little serious to me, and that is our present day revolution. There's been a lot of talk about us overthrowing this current system. That is what revolution is. Revolution is overthrowing the far right. Bring the definition up from trusty Wikipedia. It says it's a fundamental change in political power or organizational structures that takes place in a relatively short period of time when the population rises up in revolt against the current authorities. Basically, it's the overthrow of the system that's already in place. And that is what I want to talk about right now. Because when I was awakening and I was learning, and I am still learning, so bear with me. I am still learning. I have a lot to learn. My whole thing today is about can we have revolution without violence? Now, I just went over the definition, and in order to overthrow a whole system of things, I truly believe that there will be some sort of violence to overthrow a system, because you're overthrowing the system. You have to be able to fight the resistance at every angle, every direction, because there's going to be resistance, and a lot of resistance is going to start off. It's going to start off as just opposition, just plain, oh no, you can't do that. And then it's going to be like, okay, no, you cannot do that. And it's going to be more physical threat and physical resistance. So, that being said, can you actually have a revolution? Us, right now. I mean, when I say right now, the next year, the next 10 years, can we do this without guns? Someone once told me that using guns is in our fight, in our fight for equality, which they're trying to say that we already have, which we don't. Using guns and being armed is just merely a tactic, and not. It's just like how Martin Luther King used nonviolence. It was a tactic to try to get what we want. It's just a tactic, and you can have many tactics to get to your goal. So I'm not against not being armed. I mean, I am still learning about this whole just being strapped and being prepared. I am not against if they're thinking of you needing it to protect your family. I mean, why not? Because these crazy white motherfuckers, I mean, come on. Like, that I get. But as far as us thinking that we're going to create these sort of militias, all I can think about is the destruction done to us that has come out of tactics like that. I mean, look at the MOVE organization, a black liberal group based out of Philadelphia. I mean, as recently as 1985, they were bombed against by the police, by the military, dropped a bomb on their row house, killing 11 people, and 5 of those people were children. So the thing is, like, you could be extreme and fight violence with violence, because we know that this is a violent society, and the others are very, very, very violent. And but I feel like that's what they want. They want you to rise up and do that so that they'll have a reason to kill your black ass. They want that. And sure, we could say that, oh, we're tired of being so complacent. That's why I say I'm not against it. I am not. And I'm still, thinking of, whether to actually obtain one and keep one in my house, and whether to teach my children like how the whites do when hunting and shit like that. It's such a personal decision, but it spreads out to so much more. Like, when we think of it for fighting back and for our cause, for fighting back for our pro-black cause. So it's just like, am I ready for that? I am definitely ready for a revolution. We all are. We all are. But they are, people out there, and they're saying that this is the only way. And I'm not saying we should be, like I said, we should overcome, because that has gotten us nowhere either. But I think that, first of all, I think that the best thing we can do is to build our communities over anything else. But it's hard to when you don't have anything. And I said that before. It's hard to, because where do we start from? We have nothing. So, but it's like, I haven't been in this a long time, and there's people that have, and they know so much more than me. So I'm not the one to really explain it, really, on how the people feel, the people like the Black Panthers think that this is the way to go, and it's like sort of the only way for them. But, I don't even think that, it's not violence, because that's what they tried to put on the Black Panthers. Oh, it's the violent group. No, the Black Panthers are not. It's like, if you come to me, if you confront me, then I have to stand up for myself. And that's what it's all about, being ready. Being able to stand up for yourself. Being able to feel that you're protecting yourself, your family, and your community. So I believe in that. I don't really know too much about this side, because I never was that type of violent person, but I think that we do need someone out there that is going to stand up. And then we need other tactics also, which we do. We do a lot of other things. We're not looking into this as the only option. But with a lot of these militia groups out, and a lot of these militia groups forming, let me see, I was doing some reading, and the Southern Poverty Law Center has put out data that there are 998 anti-government groups. Most of them are not violent, but I think about maybe 298, 300 may be listed as extreme, radical. So, with that being said, a lot of those groups are not Black, African American groups. So we gotta be prepared, to at least fight against these extreme groups. because there's no way that we are taking over America that is just one of the most powerful police states in the history of the motherfucking planet. I'm sorry. It's just they're violent. They have destroyed whole fucking countries. So we gotta think very, 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 very rational. Because America and their military is like something that you have to be some type of Independence Day alien to go against them. You know what I'm saying? Like, remember Will Smith when he did Independence Day and the aliens and shit was bombing New York City? That type of shit. Because the American military has destroyed entire fucking countries. And they still in countries that they have destroyed. Just lingering about. So we have to be really, really, really careful on how we approach this. We don't want to get killed off. And then 100 years later, we can look back at it as it being an incident and a lot of heroes that died. But are we going to be where we should be or need to be, 100 years from now? Is it going to be something that happened to our little black militia groups in vain? But to us it won't be. They will always be heroes to us. But how far will it get us, the violence? How far will it get us to say that we're going to fight against them? I just don't want to get too extreme where they have a reason to come at us. They have a reason to pluck us off. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we want to stand up for our rights, and we want to show them that we are serious. Like with the Black Panther Party and other groups out there that, are becoming armed and stuff like that. But these armed groups that fight for us, these pro-black armed groups that say, hey, this is us. We're here and we're strong too. We're not backing down. So it's just such a. I feel we have such a long road ahead of us, and it's that type of stuff. Owning guns definitely have to be considered as an individual thing. I mean. And definitely it is for the protection of your community also. I mean, you could own a gun personally, protect your family, and you can also say, okay, I'm going to join this militia group so that we could be prepared to fight against these other radicals that may come to us because they don't like other races. They don't like black people. They don't like us. I think that's more importantly than anything else. Being able to stand up for your family and your community above anything else. All right, so that's my thing. How do you feel about owning a gun? How do you feel about the guns and our African American, our black revolution right now, our awakening, and we needing guns? How do you feel about that? Would you own a gun? Would you teach it to your children? Would you let your children own guns? They have been as far. I don't know if this is real or not, but there's been pictures circling around the internet with children, little black children, holding guns and pointing guns and learning how to fire guns. So, that's I mean, this has been going on forever. This is nothing new with children having guns and being able to protect themselves. Long time ago, white people did that shit. You know what I'm saying? They would have their kids in the wild west shooting guns. So, I mean, it's something to consider. It's something to consider, and it's taking on, a lot of people are joining it. I mean, I was all for it, and then I had to look at myself and say, is this really who I am? But I am for my people. And like I said, it's a tactic. So it can be one tactic that we can use. You know, am I the person to participate in that type of thing? I don't know. Right now I'm still learning. So I don't know. How do you feel about it, my fellow brothers and sisters? How do you feel about it? Let me know. All right, so that's all. I'm going to leave it at that right now. And, you know, check in, get to me, educate me, you know, more about it, you know, and let's get together and talk about it more. I'm meeting with a lot of other groups. I want to talk to them about it, and I want to just learn, basically learn, you know, learn what they're thinking as a whole and what they feel for the black community collectively as a whole. Alright, so that's it for this video for now, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks for watching. This is my first time saying this. Like, subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Thumbs up. Alright, peace.